Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today I'm talking about what's to come in the next few months with Escape from Tarkov, when's the next wipe and 1.0 and what's kind of been going on just recently. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Alright, so starting off, I have been a little bit behind in actually publishing all the news and updates for Escape from Tarkov. I've been just, kind of doing my own thing, having fun doing other stuff, but I'm going to get right back into it and keep you guys up to date as stuff happens. But realistically, not a lot has happened in the last month. Patch 16.6 came out just before May. There was a Tarkov TV and Nikita said the patch was about to launch, and that was back in April. And he said that, the May patch might even be before May, which it was. I think it was like a day or two before May. Then 16.6 came out and there's been a bit of a hiatus with nothing really been happening, except for they've started doing a community post suggestion of putting out weekly 100% boss spawn rates on maps. So what that means is, it started off on the 10th of May, Rashala was 100% spawn rate. Then on the 18th of May, Glucker was 100% spawn rate. And then Sturmans has been 100% spawn rate for the last 6 or so days. I assume in the next day or two, it'll probably go to another boss and just go so on and so on. In saying that, it also did say that in May, there would be an in-game event. I highly doubt this is their in-game event that they suggested, but I'm assuming that it's probably been delayed, pushed back, or gone back into June or whatever. Now, realistically, sometime in June, we should get the next patch being 16.7, unless it's obviously delayed and pushed back. There is going to be, AI changes and sound audio engine improvements, which I always take as a bar. Is it saying a bar of soap? Take it for what it is. Every time they've done audio changes, it's been shit, and I honestly don't see it being any better. It just makes more confusing. I'm done with it. I don't care anymore, okay? Just giving you guys the news. If it's good, sweet. If it's anything else, it's expected. What's the saying? Expect the worst, hope for the best. Anyway, moving forward. So, community suggestions have been going in the Tarkov community post and then going into the game, and I assume there'll be a heap of new other additions and changes that will happen in patch 16.7. Now, if everything went smooth, we'd have June for 16.7, July for 16.8, and August for 16.9, with the release date or the release being sometime after August. Now, Nikita said in the Tarkov TV cast that they would announce 1.0 in Q2 of 2025. He said that back in December last year when he posted on his social media, Q2 2025, he said that was when he wanted to announce the date for 1.0. I honestly believe that they were trying to post 1.0 in Q2 of 2025, and then in typical Tarkov fashion, it's been delayed, pushed back. Now, the way it was alluded to in the Tarkov TV cast was that 1.0 would be the next wipe, which means we're actually not going to get a wipe till at earliest September. They teased in that Tarkov TV cast that Prestige 3, 4, and 5 would come out in 1.0, or at least they were teasing it in the Tarkov TV cast. And I said to Nikita, well, then why can't you put the Prestige 3 in patch 16.7, which is this post here, which means that if anyone is available to or ready to do it, then it gives us something to do, the no life for the sweat lords, to do our own little wipe. Whereas, it doesn't really affect a large portion of the community, but the people that know life this game or make a living streaming out of it or whatever, they've got something to do. And it would actually kind of give a freshness to the actual playthrough of Escape from Tarkov, because there'd be a lot of people coming back to Prestige that are already ready to do that. Now, Nikita did reply on the post, so with some eyes, take it for what it is, grain of salt. But going back to the actual layout of what it's going to happen, it is looking more unlikely that the next wipe will be at 1.0, being sometime after September. And realistically, they're going to do a big lead up, pre-wipe celebration. Nikita's already said this in an interview with me last year, that it's going to be this big celebration and a big culminating point to get to 1.0. And he wants to make it feel like there's a big oomph of an actual 1.0 hitting. So now this is where my assumptions, theories, and all that come in. If patch 16.9 was going to be just the month before 1.0, I'd be very surprised, because then why wouldn't they just shove it into 1.0 kind of thing? It doesn't really seem like to have the interchange optimization expansion in a patch like a month before 1.0. They would just put it in 1.0, and it's saying large scale in-game event. So I kind of feel like we're looking at probably say August, September would most likely be this patch if it's not delayed, and also the big events leading to October, November, or December being 1.0. So I get asked daily, when's the next wipe? Has there been a wipe recently? The news of Tarkov is really kind of cruddy. They never really explain it very well. And so I'm making this video pretty much to explain to you guys, you're looking at October to December. All right, unless there's another delay and 1.0 goes to 2026, but they have firmly said that they are posting 1.0 this year. So sometime in the next 30 days, Nikita's going to tweet, or Battlestate Games going to tweet the release date of 1.0. We will know when that wipe will be, and then we'll know to plan our lives or get it celebrating, or don't even watch the videos. I don't really care, but you'll have that information. So I'm pretty much making this video because of how often I get asked this now, but to keep you guys up to date. So hopefully we'll get a nice big juicy patch 16.7 in the upcoming month and the date for 1.0. That's pretty much everything I've got for here. I'm going to be making a heap of content based around Grey Zone Warfare, and Arc Raider's been enjoying a bit of Grey Zone. I've been playing my Escape from Tarkov hardcore playthrough over on the Pestily TV channel if you're interested in that. And that's all I got. Just wanted to keep you guys up to date. So hopefully Arc Raiders comes out with Summer's Game Fest and I can get excited for that. That's all I got. So like, comment, usual drill. And lastly, I'll see you next time.